section on Tuesday and Wednesday wasn't very good. Like look at how it's just ranging at the daily opening price for the whole day. It's so easy to take 2, 3, 4 losses in that. It's because that's a really harsh day to trade. But if you just know where the buyers and sellers are and just wait for those levels to be hit, sometimes you have to wait 15 minutes, sometimes you have to wait an hour and 15 minutes, right? That's just the market. The market's not going to tell you when it's going to go to a level. You just have to wait and expect price to get there. Sorry, and sometimes you might have to wait a few days. Not a few days. Sometimes you might have to wait an hour. It's fine. So going back to TradingView now, this was the market open. So my bias for that day was pretty. I was overall bearish, and the reason why I was overall bearish is because of I think PJ posted this in the VIP chat, but he showed me what was going on over here. There was definitely a passive seller sitting over here, 100%, because there was a ton of aggressive buyers that failed. Now we knew down here there was a passive buyer sitting over here because that's the reason we rallied up, right? That's the reason we rallied up. So when we came to this level on Wednesday, there's only two things that we can expect, right? There's only two things we could look for. Either buyers reclaim the level, we target here, then we can take a break and retest long from here. That's scenario 1. Scenario 2 is we break and then buyers struggle. Buyers are trapped. Boom, we go down. Notice how this level was created on the 2nd of October. I can't stress this enough. I know it sounds like I'm repeating myself. 20 days ago, this level gave us a short, a long, a short. Now it's giving us a short again. Because the market will gravitate to where most of the pain is happening. So once you have that, once you have this basic idea in place, the rest of it's not that hard. I think once you have your levels defined, it does make trading a lot easier, in my opinion. Now, what we do is we wait. Okay. Again, a quick story about the waiting, right? So the market opened here at 9:30 Eastern. Notice how we tapped into this level officially. We didn't officially tap in at, let's say, 26 past. So that is basically just under an hour of waiting. Call it 55 minutes of waiting. 55 minutes of waiting. 55. Just something to think about. 55 minutes of waiting just for that level. Okay? So execution, I think I even said on the chat that day. So just waiting for this retest. If aggressive buyers get trapped at the blue zone, I will go short and target the weekly opening price. Again, what's interesting here, I didn't want to make this about order flow, but seeing as I'm talking about it, look at these aggressive buyers at the top, right? Aggressive buyers at the top, we break below the level. Look at as we broke, aggressive buyers were present as we broke. So it shows you lower prices are being sustained because we broke below yesterday's level. But buyers are aggressive, which means that buyers are currently failing, which means sellers are inherently in control. Again, what was interesting, right? So look at this. It's the simple flip. I call it a flip because we're flipping from supply to... Sorry, I got that wrong. We're flipping from demand to supply. It's that simple. It's not anything more complicated than that. So once you have that, let's go to the 1M. Now we just wait, right? This is a probable zone because we've established it from the 2nd of October, so it's a pretty probable zone. So now here we are. Here's what's even more interesting. So we break the zone at 26, call it 27 past. We re-enter the zone at basically 11 a.m. Eastern. So that's a half an hour wait. So we waited 55 minutes for price to get to the zone. Then we wait 30 minutes for price to retest the zone. Just something to bear in mind. Something to bear in mind. And now I get questions about how do I enter here. So I've made I made a video about this, but I'll break it down again because I know people get a little bit. I had a question from Itamar about this as well, so I'll break it down a little bit. Now, once you have your key level defined, which I've spent a lot of time defining, we've been through that key level. This is what's interesting. I will draw a red line here. So this was going to be 67.56, and that was the entry of the trade. So I'm not looking to enter the initial. I think I had a question from Amora, so she's not here on the stream. Would I take this initial